Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Milwaukee Brewers taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Thoughts food more than when I was school. I was sure to cross borders, even though we was only doing the tape on.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Coming up on the first pitch and on the hill, Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hit at front side close and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. Rip towards third. Sends it to first. And the first out of the game is an easy one. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Fair ball. Around first, heading for two. And that's a two-bagger. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever, if they do at all.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Andrew Vaughn now. This ball's chopped on the ground, and that one handled. Tosses to first. That's the third out. Milwaukee leaves one, and now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. You're dialed into the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and towing the slab here, Robert Gasser.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
And now here's the Dodgers designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. And 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Swing and a pop-up. Hamilton on his way over. Puts it away for the out. 2 up, 2 down. Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. 2 outs, base is empty. That one back up the middle, and it gets through.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And here it comes. Top of the zone for a called strike. Runner on the move. Ground ball up the middle. Throw over to Bowers. And Betts is gone. 3rd out. 1 left for LA. Scoreless after 1. Back here in LA, here comes Christian Yelich. Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at-bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
1-2. And downstairs. And Chris behind the plate today, James Kingsley, known for being a little generous on the edges. Outside low, and it's 3-2. Good job to fight that one off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. And now it's William Contreras. Here's a 1-1. Up the middle. Edmonds slings to first. 2 up, 2 down at the top of the 2nd. Two outs, base is empty. Luis Lara up now for the Brewers. Swung on, belted. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Next pitch misses way outside. Strike 3. It's a strikeout for Yoshinobu. Brewers go down quietly. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Here's the 2nd baseman, Tommy Edman. And that skips in the dirt. That one fouled off. 2-2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Got it. Nice grab. And there's one away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
That one to first. And he handles it himself for the out. Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. No score here in the 2nd. And that drops in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That misses the zone. 2-2. In the air, right field. Lara pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that will end the inning. We'll move to the third with no score. On to the third inning. Here's a speed threat, David Hamilton. Right through there for a strike. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That's out to center field. Pajes settles underneath it. Hauls it in for the out. Next to hit, Joseph Ortiz. One down, base is empty. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
2 strikes. Ball.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
And that's a fair ball.
Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
That to right, Tucker under it. And there are 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Jackson Chorio.
Jackson Chorio up now for the Brewers. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average. Runner takes off, and that one fouled off. Check on the runner. Ortiz back on a dive.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. On a line out towards center. Drops into the glove, and that is that. Brewers strand 1, and we are still scoreless. Back here at Dodger Stadium, at the plate, Kike Hernandez. Hernandez, versatile player, can play all over the infield and the outfield. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. That one missed. Ripped on the ground to second. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Batting 9th, catcher, Hunter.
Now the catcher up to hit, Hunter Fiducia. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, This guy is a big contributor. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. Awesome play there. Here's Shohei Ohtani. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
On a line, base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And a swing and a miss there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
In the dirt, blocked. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that's the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. 3 innings complete. We're tied, 0-0. Start of the 4th, and now the first baseman, Jake Bauers. Curveball struck him out.
A pretty good break on the curveball right there. Maybe not as down in the zone as he would have liked, but deceptive enough to get that swing and miss. And if you don't catch that pitch out front on the barrel, it bears in on you pretty hard.
1 down, base is empty. And a foul ball. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, a well-thrown splitter is going to do exactly that. Get you off balance, thinking it's a fastball. Very similar to a changeup, but oftentimes a split's going to have even more downward movement with more velocity. Good pitch.
Here's Yelich at the dish. Inside.
Nope, that's inside.
Now 2 balls and a strike. Two outs. And that one fouled off. Now all even up. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Pajes under this one. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Nothing doing here this half. On now to the bottom of the 4th. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Teoscar Hernandez. The 2-1.
Ball 3.
You know, these Dodgers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Now it's Mookie Betts.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Next offering is in for a strike. Runner at first with no outs here. Gets a piece and stays alive.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Hernandez gets his lead at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. Runner on the go. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
He was all over that one. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
So here's Kyle Tucker now. Here goes the runner. Swing and a miss. Safe at second with a stolen base.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. Looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
And now it's Max Muncy. That one outside, and it's 2-1. Smash to the left side. In plenty of time to first. They get the out on Muncy. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. No runs, a hit, 2 left. We're headed to the 5th. We're tied 0-0. And we're back. And here's the catcher, William Contreras. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Luis Lara digs in now. 1 down, base is empty. On the ground. And foul ball. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Hernandez. He'll do it himself. And the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th. David Hamilton up now for the Brewers. Two down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the fifth. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. That one down the line, and it stays fair. Now he'll turn for second. He's there. It's a two-out double.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with two strikes. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
So runner at second, two down. Next for the Brewers, Joseph Ortiz.
Ball, that's outside.
And that's outside. And a count 2-1.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch two-out double made this inning interesting.
Man at second. And that's a
Ball,
little
that's too
high.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Right through there for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. Man on second, two down. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Back here in L.A. And here's the first baseman, Enrique Hernandez. One and two now. On the ground to short. Fires across the diamond. And that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth. And next for L.A., Hunter Fiducia. On the ground right side, and it goes just foul. Next offering is downstairs.
2-2 the count.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. One out, base is empty. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you've got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Next pitch inside. Now 2 balls and a strike. All tied up. Last half of inning number 5. Swings and misses at the sweeper.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Two outs. See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today. Dodgers down in order, and we're still knotted at 0. All set for the top of the sixth. Here's the leadoff man for the Brewers, Garrett Mitchell. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Tosses to first. Now one gone in the top of the sixth.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball. And then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
And a big swing and a miss.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
That one in the dirt, and the count now even up.
He's so solid, calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air. There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Base is empty, one away, and we're the top half of the sixth. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Go ahead run on base. Now here's Jake Bauers. Yamamoto checks on first. Chorio back in on a dive. That one 95 to finish him off.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's the ball. Throw. Safe. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag.
And he's got it in right field for the 3rd out, so that'll do it. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. And we still have no score. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Number 39.
Number 39.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pajes. This is a true 5-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. Fastball for a strike.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
Hits for average power, the ability to field, the arm, and then the speed. Really impressive. Off the plate, the count now 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Swings and misses. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front, ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Here's Betts. Now move to first. And he's back in on a dive. With the go-ahead run at first here in the bottom of the sixth. Next offering upstairs. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Sneaks through, base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
First and second, one out. And up next for Los Angeles, Tommy Edman. In the air, left field, down the line, two away down. Here's Kyle Tucker. Hernandez on second. Betts at first, 2 out of the inning. Back foot slider struck him out.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Alex Vesia.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Yelly set down on strikes. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
And that one upstairs. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Edgardo Henriquez looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Diaz, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. One down, base is empty. Strike two.
Just a little too quick on that front shoulder, front hip, front foot. Everything comes open. No way of making contact with that one.
Breaking ball in there. Got him looking. Too long.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
That misses the zone, and it's 2-1. Just missed. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And that is low for ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
And now 1 and 2.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. That one misses, and that's ball 3.
3-2, 2-out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
And he chases that one. That K is his 3rd of the game. Milwaukee leaves 1. Still no score. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Abner Uribe. Here's Max Muncy.
He's a big, strong guy. Can untie this game with one swing.
And there's a ball.
You know, these Dodgers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
2 strikes.
The 2-2 now. And that's a fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy. That was a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And Kike Hernandez at the plate.
2 balls, 1
In the
strike.
dirt, but kept close. Tag, ow! They cut down the go-ahead run at 3rd.
Wow, that's a tough one. You kind of feel bad for the base runner right there. It's just a brutal mistake, and you can tell his teammates are a little disappointed. He's already in scoring position. He's the potential winning run. You've got to be smarter than that out on the base paths. To give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Out to short. A dive. He's got it. The throw. And very nicely done for the out.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the ball down, and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across the diamond. Man, put this guy on the mound.
Hunter Fiducia getting ready to hit. To the right side, Hamilton slings to first, and the inning is over. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Edwin Diaz. Now it's the shortstop, Joseph Ortiz. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. And that one is lifted in the air. Edman in position. Makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
Now, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
All tied up, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Action in the pen down there. Tanner Scott looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. One down, base is empty. Up the middle. On the run, sends it over to first. On the money, nice play. Jackson Chourio, the next to hit. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. On the ground to the left. Tosses to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. And we still have no score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And the batter now, Shohei Ohtani.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Late swing, foul to the left. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Here's the center fielder, Andy Pajes. On the ground, right side. He steps on the bag, and that quickly 2 away.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Here's the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Two down, nobody on. And that is out of play. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Dodgers go down quietly. It's the 9th, and we are tied. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Tanner Scott. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Jake Bowers up now for the Brewers. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
Nice, doubled up with the slider for that punch out. The one before just caught the zone, so as a hitter, you have to protect right there. Great pitch to just expand a little bit more. He got that chase he was looking for. That right there is good pitching.
Andrew Vaughn up now for the Brewers. One down, base is empty. And now 2 balls and a strike.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Just missed. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Edgardo Henriquez looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Climb the ladder with that fastball, and the count is filled up. And a base hit right there. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. There's a high chopper. There's one. Throw to first, but he beat it. So a change being made at first base. Pinch running for Milwaukee, Brandon Lockridge. William Contreras up now for the Brewers. Step off throw to first. Lockridge dives back in safely. This one in the air center field. Pajes brings it in. And that's the third out. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, 6 coming up. No score. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Logan Henderson. Here's Mookie now.
Number 43.
Turns and fires to Betts. And fouled off.
Well, they gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
On a bounce right side. Throws to first in time. A huge out to start the bottom of the 9th. And here comes Tommy Edman.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
Movement in the bullpen. Trevor McGill getting loose out there. Senzatella getting cranked up as well. Just off the inside edge.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in. And he spits on that one.
Base is empty, one away here in the last half of inning number 9. That one lifted to left. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. That's out number 2. Kyle Tucker now at the plate. That misses. And that's ball 2.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
There might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
And it remains 2-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. That's the third out, and we're headed to extras. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Luis Lara. That's off the mark, and it's 2-1. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound, no question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
Now a chance for David Hamilton. Stays alive. In the air, right field. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Tanner Scott out of the game, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm. Edgardo Henriquez comes on now. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Digging in, Joseph Ortiz. And now 2-1. 2 down, go-ahead run in scoring position. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. And that's the 3rd out.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there. And sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
On to the bottom of the 10th. Here's the 3rd baseman, Max Muncy. This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him. That's off the mark. Now 2-2. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Mitchell has this one sized up, makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to 3rd with 1 away. Pinch hitter coming on, Freddie Freeman looking to drive in a run with 1 out and a runner at 3rd. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Struck him out looking.
Big strikeout right there, and that kind of takes the pressure off the defense a bit. Infield was in, so now they can move back, give themselves more time on a grounder to make a play. A lot more ways to work out of this and strand that runner at 3rd now.
Ground ball left side, and that's just foul.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Got him! And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. So it's no runs, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left. On to inning number 11 we go. And we still have no score. 11th inning set to get underway. Up now for Milwaukee, Garrett Mitchell. Man at second, nobody out. And Chris, certainly one of the things in his head is trying to get the runner over.
Yeah, the way that we see the game played today, though.
Left field. And it drops in. And a good start to the inning. So they hold the runner at 3rd, wanting to play it safe. Think that comes back to bite him?
Boy, it's hard to say. That runner on second to start extras is critical, and you want to make sure you don't waste him. If they don't score this inning, there'll be some second guessing for sure.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Now the number 2 hitter, Jackson Chorio. That's down and in. Yeah, I think part of that goes into it's just so hard to come up with hits. In today's game, starters don't go deep, and so hitters are seeing multiple pitchers every night, and that makes it more challenging just to come up with a single. Bases loaded, nobody out. Next for Milwaukee, Jake Bowers. All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. That is strike 2. Hard liner. Squeezes it. Runners tag up from second and 3rd. He scores. That's a big sacrifice fly, and they've got the lead in extra innings. Now the Brewers cleanup hitter, Andrew Vaughn. Grounder might be 2. To Betts at second for 1. On to Freeman, double play, inning over. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. Last shot here as we go to the bottom of the 11th. It's the Brewers 1 and the Dodgers nothing. We're back, and on the mound is the closer. Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now the DH, Shohei Ohtani. So the tying run at second, and that one is downstairs. And a count 2-1.
Well, in this situation with the runner on second, you've got to get him up to third. Think back up to middle or to right field.
Swing and a miss. And the count is even 2-2. Andy Pajas in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Mitchell sizes this one up. Hauls it in for the out. And next for LA, Andy Pajas. Swings and misses. Counts full, 3-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Just 1 out remaining for the Dodgers.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location. But clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
So last chance for the Dodgers. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez. Man at second. And the count 1-2. McGill is just 1 strike away. Just off the inside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game.
Well, this one was all about the pitching and defense. Outstanding job of the pitchers, really attacking hitters, trusting what the catcher was putting down, and trusting the players standing behind him to make the plays defensively. Sometimes you want to see a high-scoring game, but sometimes you can appreciate the artistic beauty of what these pitchers did on the mound today.
The final 1-0, a 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire